Mastering Job Hunting in English. Hello, everyone, and welcome to today's episode of our English Learning Podcast. My name is Your Name, and in this session, we will dive into a topic that is extremely relevant for many of you, job hunting. Finding a job is not just about sending out resumes. It is also about using the right language, understanding cultural expectations, and presenting yourself in the most professional way possible. In this episode, we will explore vocabulary, expressions, and strategies that will help you sound more confident and natural in English, especially in professional settings. Part 1. Understanding the concept of job hunting. First, let's clarify the term itself. The phrase job hunting means actively searching for employment opportunities. Notice that we use the word hunting, which suggests persistence, determination, and strategy, similar to how a hunter carefully plans to reach their goal. Other related words you may encounter include employment market, the overall situation of jobs available in a particular country or industry, career prospects, the opportunities for growth and advancement in your professional life. Networking, building relationships with people who may help you in your career. Part 2. Vocabulary for your resume and cover letter. When applying for a job, your resume, also called a CV in British English, and cover letter are the first impression you give to an employer. Here are some useful verbs and phrases you should know. To demonstrate competence, to show that you have the necessary skills, to highlight achievements, to draw attention to your most important successes, to tailor your application, to adapt your resume or cover letter to suit a specific job. For example, instead of writing, "I worked in sales," you can say, "I successfully managed client relationships and increased revenue by 20%. Notice how the second version is more precise, professional, and impressive. Part 3. Language for interviews. Now let's imagine you are invited to an interview. This is often the most stressful part of job hunting, but with the right vocabulary and expressions, you can sound both confident and polite. Some useful phrases include, "I am particularly interested in this position because," "One of my strengths is my ability to," "I believe my experience in field makes me a strong candidate for this role." Equally important is the ability to answer behavioral questions, which often start with, "Tell me about a time when you," For example, an interviewer may ask, "Tell me about a time when you solved a difficult problem at work." A good structure to answer is the STAR technique. Situation, describe the context. Task, explain your responsibility. Action, describe what you did. Result, share the outcome. This method keeps your answer clear, logical, and impressive. Part 4. Cultural expectations in English-speaking countries. When looking for a job in English-speaking countries such as Canada, the United States, or the United Kingdom, cultural awareness is crucial. For example, employers often value punctuality. Being even 5 minutes late can be seen as unprofessional. During interviews, eye contact is a sign of confidence. Using polite yet direct language is appreciated. For instance, say, "Could you please clarify the responsibilities of this role?" instead of, "What exactly do I have to do?" Such small details can make a big difference in how you're perceived. Part 5. Useful idioms and expressions for job hunting. Let's now look at some idiomatic expressions you can use to land a job, to successfully get a job. Example, after months of searching, she finally landed her dream job. To climb the career ladder, to progress in your career. To be a good fit, to be suitable for a position. Example, I believe I am a good fit for this role because of my background in project management. To keep your options open. To stay flexible and consider different opportunities. Using these expressions naturally in conversations will make you sound more fluent and professional. Part 6. Practical tips for learners of English. Since this podcast is not just about job hunting, but also about improving your English, here are a few strategies. Practice mock interviews with a partner or language teacher. Record yourself and listen for pronunciation, fluency, and clarity. Read job advertisements in English to become familiar with the vocabulary used, such as requirements, responsibilities, and qualifications. Write sample cover letters and ask for feedback. Pay attention to formal phrases like, I am writing to express my interest in. Expand your business vocabulary by reading LinkedIn articles, professional blogs, and career websites. Remember, improving your English and preparing for job hunting are parallel journeys. As your language skills improve, so will your confidence in professional situations. Closing. To wrap up today's episode, job hunting in English requires more than just translating words from your native language. It's about mastering professional vocabulary, understanding cultural norms, and communicating with confidence. If you can demonstrate competence, showcase achievements, and communicate with confidence, you will not only increase your chances of landing a job, but also accelerate your career growth. So, keep practicing, keep networking, and most importantly, keep believing in yourself. Thank you for listening to this episode of our English Learning Podcast. If you enjoyed this session, share it with a friend who is also on their career journey, and don't forget to practice the vocabulary and expressions we learned today. Until next time, good luck with your job hunting, and keep improving your English step by step.